Hello, welcome to my success plan. So right now I'm going to show you guys the app that I use. I use the app How About to make sure everything's on topic and we have everything that I need to make sure that I don't forget anything. And it's really good, it's color coordinated and it helps. So let's get started. I have my academic, personal, and life goals. So let's start with the academic goals. So my main academic goal would be to complete my AA in nursing and then transfer to a university in Florida, specifically UCF, FSU, or UF. And my major and minor goals that will contribute to my main academic goal would be to maintain a good GPA and academic standing. And to achieve that, like I said, my academic goal is to earn my Associates of Arts in Nursing and then transfer to the University of Central Florida's nursing program by spring of 2028. And this goal is specific because I plan to complete the necessary coursework with a competitive GPA and meet UCF's transfer requirements specifically for nursing because it is pretty competitive. So I have to make sure that all my credits transfer over. And I'll make sure to measure my progress through the semester with my grades and have like monthly advisor meetings to make sure that everything is right, that I have all the classes I'm taking, that it's good. And this goal is achievable because I'm committed to my studies. I take everything that I do to heart because I use um, all that I can and put everything that I have into everything that I do. And I plan to improve my skills by going to tutoring sessions in case I don't understand something or ask my professor questions so I can better retain information that's given to me. And this is relevant because nursing is my passion, and getting a BSN would help me get my foot stuck in the door for my hopefully long healthcare career. And my timeline is to apply to UCF by spring of 2028, mainly for the fact that I'm pretty sure I have to apply a semester before the semester I want to apply to because I want to go for fall. So I'm pretty sure I have to worry and put in for spring of 2028. And I plan to manage my weekly schedule using a digital planner and a blog time so I can study, work, and rest because I don't want to burn out so fast. And this would help me take everything and stay focused instead of feeling so overwhelmed. And my learning style is pretty visual, so I use color coded notes. I have like flashcards, study guides, a Quizlet, and it'll help me figure out and remember everything that I'm actually learning. And I manage my time by creating like weekly to do lists because I love lists and it helps me remember everything that I'm currently trying to do. And I'll set realistic deadlines for assignments, mainly for the fact that sometimes I feel like I don't want to put everything all at once, and I'll do by bits by bits, so I don't feel so overwhelmed, and then just like crash out. And I'll stay organized with a calendar folders for every course, mainly because I know next semester is going to be something else. And I use my resources like my advisor and my academic success center for tutoring because I'm pretty sure like here in the Upper Keys they have tutoring sessions. And I use my the UCF like transfer advisor as well just to make sure I know that all the classes I'm taking now will transfer over and I don't have to retake said classes that fall. So next we're gonna do my personal goals, which is to focus on myself and my mental health and physical being, mainly for the fact because I don't want to burn out knowing how much of things I need to accomplish. So, like I said, it's to improve my physical and mental health. So, by building a consistent routine that includes working out, practicing my daily mindfulness, it's going to be more of a challenge, mainly for having to work and as well as with school. But having a sense of relaxation will help with the stress. And this goal is specific because it's going to focus on my two key habits, which is fitness and mental clarity. And it's measurable by tracking my gym visits and using meditation apps so I know um that I'm okay. As well as like a lot of the apps do tend to check in on you, and that's actually very good. It's achievable because I have a gym near me and I usually do go a lot. And I also do Pilates at home and helps your core and also helps with balance, but it also helps with meditation in a way. And this goal is relevant to my overall well-being, helping me reduce stress and anxiety, mainly because I am a stress and anxiety prone person. So this does help reduce it and helps me stay focused on things that I need to achieve. And I plan to fully implement this routine by the end of 2025 when I have everything in check. Right now, it's in the works, but working it into my schedule little by little will definitely be a long term help. And since I'm a visual learner, I do, like I said, I do a lot of like planning and lists. So this would help me with trackers and making sure I stay on top of everything that I do. So yeah, to stay motivated, I'll just rely on like my fitness apps and like my mental health videos, Pinterest to help me visualize my future and support for my friends. And my life goal, which is one I've always thought about, was being able to move out and be independent and making memories on my own. That one's a huge one because it has a sense of responsibility. So, like I said, my major life goal is to move out and live independently within the next 3 years. Specifically, like after I get my AA in nursing and then transfer over to UCF, because I do love Orlando, and that's like one of my life goals is to finally just be able to feel less stuck. And this goal is specific because it focuses on me gaining some sort of financial stability and securing my own place to live and finally being able to be on my own. And it's measurable by tracking how much I save every month and creating a budget to reach a savings. And I plan to save at least like $8,000. And I know by the end of like 3 years, I'll have way more saved up for the fact that I do have a good sense of saving, and it's achievable because I plan to work part-time while I'm finishing school, managing my spending and build credit, which I am already starting to do. I'm just trying to make sure it's more of a long-term goal, and it's relevant because I want to be able to do things on my own free will and have some sort of freedom and responsibility for myself rather than be so sheltered like I've always have been. And I aim to accomplish this goal by, like I said, like May 2028. Like after I get my BSN and then transfer and just leave. And to stay on track, I will adjust my weekly habits of like spending, which I have been implementing since I haven't been wasting as much money. And I use a lot of my spreadsheets because I have a thing for Excel, and I have this thing where I have a column for where I went, how much I spent, and what day I spent, so it's not a surprise for me. And I make sure to have some sort of take away that month. If I spend more, I don't spend as much the following month. And it does help me practice some financial responsibility as well as being able to balance how much I'm working and having some like time on myself and school. And for support, I do have resources like financial aid and budgeting, like my Excel spreadsheets, as well as my family who tells me not to spend so much money. But yeah, thank you for watching.